Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 11, Episode 24 called Baywatch. Ain't no Baywatch over here, okay? It's just full mess. It's just people trying to get lick backs at their significant other. It's just people just trying to move on from their past relationship. Ain't no Baywatch, okay? It's just let's just have a good time. We here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, so we're starting off with Rennie. She visits Sierra at her glam shop, saying that she needs Sierra to do her hair. This is just going back to the yesterday's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, where Shay went to Flo's shop saying, "Oh, she needs someone to do her hair," but no one ever ends up doing their hair because they end up just gossiping and then they just move on. So Sierra don't said she gonna do the hair, but she never does the hair, and she goes immediately into like, "You need to make up with Erica Banks." So Raina's just like, "Why do I gotta make up with her? Like, we already tried talking twice and nothing came of it." So then that's when Sierra was like, "Okay, well, third time's a charm." Here goes Randy with her slick mouth saying, "Well, you got three rings," and we see nothing came of those three rings, coming for Sierra. But she said she'll think about it, and I'm just like, you ain't gonna think about it. You know you're gonna do it. It's probably in your contract of things to happen in the season, and one of them is you trying to attempt to reconcile with Erica Banks, knowing good well and hell it's probably not gonna end on a good note until probably like the last episode of the season where everybody tries to kumbaya to tie all every loose ends with a knot. Okay, so nothing comes of that. We get to Bambi. She visits Carly at her restaurant as Carly plans to have a singles mixer. So Bambi's gonna go and before they get more into the mixer, she talks about her one-on-one with Mama D, how that went, and then they talk about Carly and Kai and how she has to get her lick back at him because clearly if he's doing him, she's gonna do her too, and they're gonna have a good singles mixer. So Bambi doesn't agree with Carly's plan to like be cheating on her man, but it's just like if he cheating too, she feels like listen, I'm gonna support her. I don't necessarily agree, but I'm just there to have a good time, and as long as the spotlight's not on me, I'm cool with that. That's what Bambi's pretty much trying to say. She don't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. So after that they do BJ shots. If you don't know what BJ shots are, because I feel like there's someone that's like, what the hell are you talking about? You put your whole mouth on the shot glass, on the large end of the shot glass, and you pick up the shot glass with your mouth. Okay? Mind you, the whole rim of the top of the shot glass is in your mouth. You take the shot. Hands free. Hands free BJ. Okay, that's what they done did. Carly is a pro, so she did it with the large shot glass. Bambi said, I'm gonna need something a little bit smaller. Bambi, don't be acting like, oh, Bambi, I understand you trying to be discreet, you got kids and everything. You could have you could have done the large shot glass, Bambi. Like let's you could have done the large shot glass, but I know you ain't trying to show all your tricks out to the people. But we already know, Bambi, like you looking the way you look, you ain't get those three kids back to back to back, just by Bambi. We're gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna move on because all right, Erica. Erica Banks meets up with the Andy at a lotion making shop. And they talk about her 1501 label situation, and then go into talking about how Sierra wants her to make up with Randy Rucci, and asks for Yandy's advice. So Yandy says, it could work, but Erica has to take accountability for her wrongdoings, and Yandy is even willing to go with her for this reconciliation or meetup or talk in order to hash things out. But Erica Banks will just better make sure her wig is glued down. Well, dang, when you have Yandy telling you like, "Yo, make sure your wig's glued down," because she saw what happened last time, she probably think Randy Rucci could beat your ass. Do I think Randy Rucci could beat your ass, Erica Banks? I don't know. Okay, but if I were to just look at what happened these past seasons, looking at Rennie and seeing her physical capability, looking at you, Erica Banks, and looking at your physical capability, and just looking at people's personalities and stuff, and life, upbringing, whatnot. I'm just gonna say, Rennie Rucci, she really shows that She bad it, you know. She seems like she's silent for the most part, but you know, she not silent with her hands, you know. Erica Banks, you seem like you're all talk, no bite, so to speak. Rennie Rucci seems like the opposite, you know, no talk, all bite. So you know, I'm not gonna say I think Rennie Rucci could be Erica Banks' ass, but you know, I just feel like Rennie Rucci, you know, she, you know, is very underestimated in Erica Banks' eyes. Not to the rest of us, you know, not to me and Andy. But maybe to Erica Banks, you know, maybe you should think about what you say before you say it. Okay? Because listen, if it wasn't for security the last time, Erica Banks, I don't know if your face will look so beautiful and intact like it is now. You know, I don't want to say that about you, Erica Banks. But it's just like I really feel if Rennie Rucci, you know, had the free will to do it without, you know, security and stuff, you gonna get, there's gonna be some physical signs that Rennie Rucci was here. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, not saying I don't think Erica Banks has hands. I'm just saying compared to Rennie, we're gonna move on. You know, I'm just gonna keep moving on when I feel like I'm getting to a point where you understand what I'm trying to say without me like actually saying what I'm trying to say, even though I kind of already said what I'm trying to say. We're gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna get then to Amy. She has a photo shoot for her new single coming out. Her mom is there to support. Bambi also comes to support per Amy's invite. And I just want to take this time to just be like, I don't know who the hell Bambi's stylist is, who her makeup artist is, who her hairstylist, clothing stylist. I don't know who be putting Bambi together, but my gosh, Bambi is like the best looking girl on this whole season. Like her coming up to the photo shoot, from her makeup to her hair to her outfit, like I'm like, Bambi, you just look flawless right now. Like even her little booty cheeks hanging out at her face. Bambi looks flawless, and I'm just like, Bambi, you lately with this hairstyle, you just been looking good, girl. Like she been looking good. She looks good in her confessionals too, but like I don't know, these scenes she been having lately, I'm like, Bambi, you that girl. You that girl. You know, and I know if Scrappy be watching this, I know. All right. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say. I'm not. I'm. You know, I know I've been vulgar a lot lately on these reviews. I'm not gonna say it. I wanted to say, but Scrappy, I know he be missing that thing a lot. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. But they talk. I felt like I was gonna say something else. Anyway, whatever. They talk about what Bambi got going on with Mama Dean and whatnot, the cease and desist letter, and then they talk about Amy and her man issues. And I don't know if any advice came from either of them to the other person in regards to their situation, but I think it was just a moment to gossip and just appreciate Bambi for her looks in this scene, literally. Because I always look at Amy like Amy is so beautiful, but then this scene, Bambi just showing off at this point. Bambi, you just trying to show off. Like we appreciate it because that damn sure was looking. Because in this scene, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, I be telling people all the time. I appreciate people for their looks, female, male, what, it don't matter. If you beautiful, you beautiful. Point blank. Period. Pooh. In this scene, look at that, Bambi. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even me as a female, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was talking with Bambi in this scene, I'm not gonna know what the hell she talking about. Okay, she could be talking to me about whatever, and I'm not gonna know what she talking about. I'm gonna be like, yeah, yeah, oh what? Yeah. Because you know why? Because she's like so beautiful in this scene that I'm just gonna be looking at her like I'm just gonna be mesmerized by her. Like I'm not gonna know what the hell she talking about. I kid you not, because I'm just like, Bambi, flawless, speechless, like girl, she knows she look good too. She knows she look good. Like it's always when you've been released from a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's when your prime self come out. clearly Bambi's prime self. Like kudos to her. Kudos to her. She looking good. And I wish her the best day of her life in this time of decompression from her marriage with Lil Scrap. Okay, we then move on to Carly's mixer. Jessica and Bambi show up. Bambi first with a guy named Alpha that Carly introduced her to, and because she's doing her thing, she's touching on his beard and stuff and flirting and whatnot. Carly excited, thinking that she's a matchmaker. Carly thought she ate, and I'm just like, I mean, they probably not gonna get together, Carly, but Bambi is just having fun. She's single, she knows she looking good, and ain't no other prospects at this mixer. Let's be honest, ain't no other prospects, Carly. So you really didn't eat. You just asked who could be there, and you just brought one person specifically for Bambi, but it's not like you brought her multiple prospects. So Bambi's just gonna give in a little bit to make it seem like trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? But now she ain't trying to be with this man. So that's why she all touching up on his beard, trying to get to know him a little bit and flirt. But it ain't nothing serious. Bambi don't want a man, Carly. Okay, but Jessica, she drunk. Okay, she's saying all these different things and ends up leaving. Like she came in and looked like in a onesie. Okay, so she wasn't serious about meeting nobody. And even when the producers or whatever talking to her in the confessionals about like, oh, so you just came there to get drunk, and she's like, no, get my story straight. I came there drunk already, and then she drank some more, so she got even more drunk. But she ended up leaving. Like I said, the way she came in, obviously you could tell she wasn't really trying to meet nobody. She came in pajamas, whatever. So she left. Okay. Plus, like I said, ain't no prospects in there that even looked even potential or nothing. So whatever. And then we have a guy coming in. Carly says it's her friend. His name is Summer. And they talking and flirting and whatnot. He kisses her on the cheek. Bambi is looking at Carly and him like WTF. I'm looking at Carly and him like WTF. Even though I saw the previews from last week. But I was just like, I mean, I could see it because, they start talking to little soft tones and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing, because when you get to talking in soft tones and stuff, you really know what's, but we all grown here. We know what the soft tone, when you start talking like this, like all sensual and stuff, like we know what that is. So the fact that it was doing that and she getting her little giddy, I was just like, all right, Carly, I mean, I don't feel like I see you do this with Kai, so maybe you should get with Summer instead. Aesthetically and stuff, he looked better than Kai anyway. So I mean, he seemed like he want to give you what you want, so you might as well get with him. Like Carly always got, like Carly's roster is like longer than a freaking Walgreens receipt at this point. So I mean, do what you do, Carly. But we just gonna see that like you gonna try to do what you do, but you can't, because at the end of the day you're submissive. Okay, so then we get to Yandy and Sierra. They meet up because I guess that's the night that they're gonna have Rennie, Erica meet up to try to squash the beef. And Rennie ends up showing up, and they are going to play softball while they wait for Erica to show up. Erica never shows up, and I think Erica calls Yandy to let her know, like, look, I'm not gonna be there. I decided to get some drinks, so it's like, what's the point of coming there? And she lets us know in the confessional, like, look, I don't think the baseball batting cages, whatever the case may be, is the right place to meet up for a kumbaya, which I can understand and agree with. But you could have told them this before they all showed up and was waiting for you, Erica. So she drunk anyway, so it's probably best that she don't come. And since she drunk, a little tipsy, whatever the case may be, she talking a little bit of crap on the FaceTime, of course, because she's not there. I mean, she probably would have talked crap there too, but when you're not there in person, you're more prone to be a troll. So Rennie's hearing this obviously because they got her on speaker. So Rennie's just like, oh, okay, it's okay. We understand you got beat up. And, she's making all these ad libs and stuff, laying on the floor, being dramatic and stuff, saying that she's pissed off. And the fact that Erica didn't show up, Yandy's annoyed. She's like, dang, I made sure I cooked dinner, left my husband and the kids at the house to make sure I was here. So, Yandy, yes, you did that. We appreciate you, I guess. But it's like, stop acting like you wasn't wanting to be there yourself. Like, stop acting like, Erica begged you to come. You the one who offered yourself to be there. So don't be trying to say like, oh, I made sure I cooked and stuff. Yandy, please. Okay, please. You're not that annoyed. Okay. because if you really didn't want to be there, you wouldn't have been there. So you offered yourself there, you went there, that's that. Sierra just looking like she don't even know how to feel. She looking lost and whatnot. So it is what it is. I guess we're gonna have to wait for another time for them to meet up. Like I said, probably the last episode of the season where they wait for everybody to tie the loose ends. That's literally how they do every season. This is the same formula, different season. We move on then to Amy. She goes to the gas station, I guess, to support Mozzie, who's selling his merchandise outside of the gas station. Listen, I ain't knocking nobody for the hustle. Okay, some of those people, they be making. Don't be sleep on these people that be selling stuff outside of the gas station. They be making bank because they don't got no store to be paying taxes or rent or lease money to. Don't be sleep on these people who be selling stuff out the gas station. Okay, so I just want to say that. But Amy said she's there to support, but she really, I mean, I guess she's there to support, but also to bring drama because she kind of goes off on him for not helping her with his half of the rent. And I'm just like, so we just gonna, he at work right now. If you think about it, he at work. So you bring hostility to his work environment. Okay. And, I'm just kind of like, in a normal circumstance, I'm like, Amy, this is not the place to have this conversation with homeboy. Like, you couldn't wait till you got home to have this conversation at the house. But like I said, I know this is Love and Hip Hop. I know this is a reality TV show for the drama. So, of course, we're going to do it in the storefront, in front of the gas station, with the camera and people all around. So they kind of go back and forth, and he expresses that like he's doing all this by himself. He don't have the resources she has, and if he did, he probably wouldn't be in the position he was. And she was like, okay, but this has been ongoing for like 6-7 years, and mind you, she's still pretty upset of finding out that he may have a daughter. I don't know if that was ever confirmed, but that he has like a 7-year-old daughter, and they've been together pretty much just from the time that they got together. Like he had a daughter that she didn't know about, and I don't know if he knew about it or if he did until recently. But whatever the case may be, I know she's feeling some type of way about it. And so I'm pretty sure that's one of the underlying reasons why she's feeling or wanting to break things off, because eventually she just says she's done. And, she does cry, get emotional. And Mozzie lets us know in the confessional that it feels like someone took his heart and ripped it out of his chest and ran away with it. He don't say this word for word, I'm just paraphrasing. But, I'm just like, I'm not saying that's not how you feel, Mozzie, but this is not the first time someone has expressed this type of pain that has been ripped out of, their heart's been ripped out of their chest. Let's be original. Okay, let's be original. Listen, I don't got time for the BS. I don't got time for the dramatics, okay? I understand you hurt, and I support anybody who is up and coming business and stuff, but it's like, if you been doing this for 6-7 years and you still at square one, something's got to give, homeboys. Something's got to give. So it's like, I understand where Amy's coming from. So, in this case, if she's done, let's hope it's for real this time, Amy, because I don't want to see like in a reunion or a follow-up next season or whatever the case may be, and y'all back together, okay? Because you're wasting our time. You're wasting your breath and you're wasting our time, because if you're done, be done. But if you're not done, we don't care, okay? We see so many people stay with, I'm not going to call Mozzie ain't shit man, because I don't know homeboy. But we see so many people stay in relationships that they probably shouldn't stay in. But if that's what they want to do, we let them do it. Okay? So if you want to be with homeboy, even though he can't really support you like you support him, that's fine, Amy. But I just don't need you keep breaking up with homeboy and then end up getting back with him. And it's just like, what was the point of breaking up with him in the first place? But, they're not together no more. She broke up with him and they're done. Okay, we didn't get to Carly and Bambi. They're having a double day at Summer's house. Okay, Bambi with Alpha with Bambi. Carly with Summer with Carly. The seating arrangement is interesting because Carly's sitting next to Alpha and Bambi is sitting next to Summers. I would figure that either Bambi and Carly would be sitting next to each other across from the men, or at least they're sitting next to their date. But I mean, whatever. Whatever. So they're having conversation, and eventually Carly's phone started blowing up. It's Kai. She steps out to answer the phone call, and he's just like, where she's at, because he got a tracker on her. He ends up pulling up to the place, and we see Carly trying to run away, and I'm like, Carly, what you running away for? You trying to get your lick back, right? So this is the time you need to stand 10 toes down. We don't need to be running away. What are we running away for, Carly? What are we running away for? He cheating, so you say you're gonna do you too. So Ain't no need to be running. So goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. And Carly lies and says, it's homie time. Carly, just be real. Just be like, I don't understand. Like, just be like, oh, I'm on a double date. Because he already know what it is. So, of course, since it caused a commotion, Summer's alpha, Bambi come outside, and, they're kind of going back and forth a little bit. And, he ends up going to the car to leave. Carly goes after him and said, well, he been cheating this whole time. He's like, he not cheating. He just texting girls, and texting girls is not cheating. If you say so, because, like, you talking about sending rings to girls and whatnot, so that's not cheating. Because I know my petty self. Don't be a me. But my petty self would have been like, well, I'm just having dinner. That's not cheating. Even though, he already put his lips on you, Carly. So it's cheating. But I would have been the same delusional. Like, you want to act delusional, you text other females not cheating, probably doing more with them that I don't know about. I'm on a date. It's not cheating. Since you talking about, oh, I don't know if we're gonna end up together, so of course I'm gonna text other girls. My petty self would be like, I don't know if we're gonna be together, so of course I'm gonna go on a date with other guys. And what? Look, I don't care all these double standards, because Carly did make mention of like guys having double standards, which they do. But at the same time, I'm at a point where it's just like, oh, if you gonna do it, I'm definitely gonna do it too. I mean, at that point, I'm probably just gonna end up, end things with you at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, what's the point? But I'm definitely you. Look, I've learned to match energy. So you want to come at me with that energy, you best believe that energy is gonna come right back at you. But we're not talking about me. We talking about her and homeboy Kai. So they going back and forth while he's sitting in the car, she outside of the car, and I'm just like, Carly, this situation ain't looking. He in the car, bro. Like, he looking like he the king in the car, and you running after him after, for you doing wrong. Even though you kind of did, but even though he kind of did wrong first. And it's just like, I think she ends up trying to throw her phone at him. He takes the phone and throws it somewhere. She ends up having one shoe off by the time, like, he finally leaves and Bambi's trying to walk her back inside the house. It's like, she got a shoe off, phone possibly broken, looking crazy and all that stuff. And it's just like, Summers is right there. And that whole time when Kai was there, he was trying to tell Carly, like, you need to leave him, be with me type of thing. I'm always here waiting. And, we know they're not going to stay together. We know Carly and Kai not going to stay together because this is, like I said, same formula, different season. And with Carly, she's always with a guy for a season. By the end of the season, she done with him because he done did her wrong, whatnot. So, look, next prospect, Summers. He seems like he had a smooth, suave talk and whatnot, I guess. So, and you seem to like it. Seem like you get your panties wet. So, if that's the case, Carly, you got Summers because you walked right back into his house. Because, if you was really feeling homeboy, you would have been, I guess, running after Kai, going back to the house. But you went back into the house with Summers. So who knows what done happened after y'all went back in, closed the door, and after Bambi and Alpha said they done. So, that's where the episode ends. So, they're not gonna stay together. It was a facade of a relationship anyway, just like Amara be trying to let us know in her lives, from Love and Hip Hop Miami. So, there's nothing to take from this because, once again, same formula, different season. This is nothing new with Carly. She gonna be underneath Summers tonight. So, hopefully she has fun with that. That's it. I'm done with this. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, you could come back next week. Okay, we got more. We always have jokes. We always have jokes. So hopefully one eventually lands with you next week. Then you could laugh. And then you could subscribe. And then you could comment down below what you thought about this episode. And be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. And I'll see you guys. I'm tired. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.